Here with Hamish Wilcox, setting coach here at Rossa. First of all, welcome back in Cagliari, Hamish. Yeah, short day today. Breeze seemed to be playing along, even if slight. Can you break down the day for us?
Yeah, well, very tricky on the weather side. We had the Mistral coming down through the valley, and we had the sea breeze forming. You could see how the whole bay went into blue sky, and it was really trying to sea breeze. And in the end, it was just a battle. You had the Mistral pushing out and the sea breeze pushing back a little bit, and yeah, we made the most of it. I think you could see those wind generators starting to turn again, and we put our money on the Mistral and came back in and had a little play in that. It was good just to shake the rust off after almost a month without sailing that boat.
Yeah, at some point it seemed you guys were facing an issue, maybe perhaps something hydraulic. Was the boat working fine or some?
Yeah, well, that's exactly it. There's always gremlins that creep in after almost a month of not sailing. So we found a few gremlins, and it's good to just give it a shake out today, and obviously shake some rust off the sailors, because it's been a while to sail this boat. It's very tricky to sail, and shake some rust out of the boat as well, and find some problems to fix.
What would you say is the hardest thing for the sailors to, of course, are different boats, AC40, LQ12, but what will be your advice moving from the LQ12 to the sailor on the AC75? What do you think will help them?
Yeah, the LQ12, Luna Rossa's LEQ is a tricky boat to sail. So I think it's going to be really good training for us on moving to the 75. I think the transition out of that boat to the 75 will be a smoother one than it would otherwise be. The AC40, obviously, with the autopilot and the simplicity of its functions, makes for a really interesting platform as well. Your level playing field, and the sailors have got to perform on that level playing field. So both are really interesting and really fascinating.
Hamish, what would you say is the task of, your position's task for the next couple of days?
The weather? Sorry, okay, so tomorrow looks actually quite similar. So we might try and break it down into two parts of the day, try to get a little bit going in the Mistral, in the offshore wind, in the morning, and then see if the sea breeze develops or not in the afternoon.
We are here with Gauthier, sail designer from Alinghi Red Bull Racing. Seems like your big focus today was on testing hydro and aero. What were your objectives for today?
Well, today we had a light day, so that was a good opportunity for us to test marginal conditions. There's always more to learn, and that was the focus of the day, sailing in light conditions.
We saw the boat touching down several times when you were moving 30 degrees from reaching to upwind. It was because of not enough power in the sails, a setting problem, or what was that?
The breeze was very unsteady, was really puffy and very marginal as well. So, if you're sailing in 6 to 7 knots and then all of a sudden you have one less knot, you'll just touch down. It's not enough to keep the boat up.
I'm talking about performance. How do you measure the performance of whatever you change on sails when you use it for the first time?
Well, as you can see, we have a lot of telltales on the sail, so for us it's kind of the first visual check, and then obviously we've got all the data coming from the boat that we analyze and compare to our models.
Today you did one jib change, right?
Yes, we went from J1 to J2.
What's the difference in construction between the two sails?
Well, they're made out of the same material essentially. There's just a difference in size, and the structure is slightly stronger on the J2 because it's made for higher breeze.
You must have a base point for the 75. Which procedure do you follow for the designs? You see the performance on the water and then check all the data and try to transfer to the 75?
Yeah, I mean, a big part of the job is to validate the model. So when we go on the water, we call that model validation, which is making sure that what we see on the water is what we see in the models. And if we gain confidence on the 40, that means whatever we do to the 75 will also be applicable.